Who we got? Oh.
Next one. This is an entertaining fight. One thing I like about Kevin Holland is like win or lose, he's gonna find a way to some talk some shit during the fight and make it entertaining. This is a fight where it's like if you look at their resumes stacked up against each other, it's very clear Kevin Holland has faced the upper echelon of two different weight divisions, welterweight and of middleweight, more so middleweight. So I think being a natural welterweight, like he said before, he doesn't really like to cut weight or do like too much hard work and conditioning, and that's why he kind of entertained middleweight. Um, welterweight's where he belongs, and I think that's where he's going to be most successful, especially against Daniel Rodriguez, who like you can't say too much bad about his striking. It's very like fundamental, jab, cross, inside low kick because he is a southpaw, so he does throw that a lot. But I just think like against Kevin Holland, Kevin's a little bit better everywhere, in my opinion. And like I said, like he's not too far removed from guiding fighting guys like Derek Brunson and Marvin Vittori, guys who like have fought championship caliber fighters. So I think Kevin Holland, wherever this fight goes, he's probably going to be winning and probably going to be talking shit while he's doing it. What about you?
First thing, like when GM or Gerald Merschert was fighting last time, I promised like whoever was fighting Gerald or Kevin Holland first, I recommended even last time like their fight, like especially for the fans of jiu-jitsu and grappling. And I was like the impression that I had like that rewatching uh, now I rewatched again, like,
Yeah.
and I'm now like just pulling like the best first round ever if you are into the grappling and jiu-jitsu. Like last time I said the whole match, and I said I'm gonna do the count of submissions, So we had basically in the first round, I think it was 3-3 full submission. I think like Kevin had a guillotine almost for a minute, and then uh, GM went for a guillotine. He almost finished the guillotine, and then I think Mercer had like a rear naked, and then he went to the bulldog choke, and from that bulldog choke, I think Holland went to rear naked, and then he had another like a semi rear naked. So it was like craziness in the first round. Again, I'm highly recommending all the fans of MMA and especially jiu-jitsu to watch. I think that's the best round if you're just looking grappling wise. Like I was last time I was saying whole match, but now I'm gonna cut it short and just at least watch those 5 minutes, first 5 minutes. You're not gonna regret. Uh, Let me go back where we at. Like I was saying, it's like minus 200 on Kevin Holland. It's plus 170 on Daniel Rodriguez. Uh, it's just like until his last two fight of Kevin Holland when he moved back to welterweight, he just looked amazing. Like he had two performances of the night. He finished one on TKO, other one on the submission. He just looks amazing. So I don't think the honestly that Rodriguez have a lot of chances. So that's why I said I think like even minus 200, it's Holland's fight. I think he's like forced to be reckoned, and I think he's like on the fast track to be like even challenger in that category. So that's more or less everything that I have to say. Short, but I'm 100% sure. I mean,
So
anything
you're
possible, but like I really see that he's gonna finish this one pretty easily.
Yeah, and I think if you're game planning to beat Holland, you gotta wrestle him and just hold him down. If you're too active, like we've seen it with GM3, if you're too active with the submissions, like he's so good with countering with the submissions and getting out of there. But if you look at like Derek Brunson and Marvin Vittori, how they did it, they didn't try to pass guard. they didn't really try too much ground and pound. They just held him down, and it's not exciting. But if you're gonna beat Kevin Holland, I think that's the way to do it. And Daniel Rodriguez, as like solid as his striking is, and it's simple and basic, and I don't mean that as an insult. Like I think you could get a lot done with like basic striking, um, but it's just not going to be enough for Holland. And I think if he has a weakness, it is in the grappling. So he doesn't have a lot of ways to beat Kevin Holland, but it is MMA. Like if he lands one strike, it could be the end of the night. I know you're picking Holland. Betting wise, is this a bad fight to bet on?
I don't think so because like I really see like minus like I said like for parlay it's okay. Like now like I always said like anything that's above minus 170 180 for me you really have to be sure. I'm sure, but like I wouldn't put any big money on it. Like I'm gonna um, go and put it through some parlays, to some like systems maybe. But like I'm not gonna put like big money on it. Like I don't like me personally, like how to say, I don't like playing on favorites. Like but
Mhm.
like you see like always where I can find something for the underdog, even like in the previous fight, I'm gonna find something and I'm gonna try to work with it and see how much that can be utilized in the match. Like here, I don't see anything like except like you said, there is a punch. Of course, like Kevin can try something and fall on his nose and KO himself. That's possible. But like I don't see that he has any weapons that he can really, and so I can justify this betting.
Mhm.